Hey everybody, it's Jen. I have a huge, massive haul to show you guys today. I just want to get right into it because it's going to take a very long time for me to get through all of this. There really is no, I guess, order unless it's where I shopped. So I'm going to start with Target and then I'll move on through the line. So I went to Target and I picked up a couple of things that I have been wanting and also needing. The first couple pieces I actually needed, these are blushes. I barely started and I'm already like freaking out here. So I got a little e.l.f. angled brush, which I have about 4 or 5 of them already, but I go through gel liner brushes so fast because I use gel liner like every single day. I love it so much. But I thought I would pick up an extra one because I can always use an extra one, and it's nice to have that one so that I don't have to deep clean them as often because it's just so repetitive all the time. So anyways, I got the angled brush. I also picked up dropping everything, you guys, I'm so freaking out here. So I also picked up 2 pointed foundation brushes. Now I want to take one of these out of the package and show you guys, because when I saw these things I was like, I need these. I've never seen anything like these, like that's in e.l.f. brand. I can't believe they came out with these. It feels like synthetic bristles and it does look machine cut, but it's to a point, and I really think that it would be perfect for right underneath the eye for doing my concealer. And if I knew that these were going to be this pointed, because it's the first time I'm taking them out of the package, I totally would have used it today on the concealer that I used, which I will get to later. But these are so cool. I really like the way they look and I love the point and how thick they are, so I'm super pumped to try that out. So I got 2 of those, and then I also picked up a Flawless concealer brush, which I'm actually considering using to sometimes set my concealer or like down the center of my nose. It's just a little like fluffy brush. It's like it will eventually all fan out to be like the same size all around, but it was just squished in the packaging. But it's just like a little like fluffy top brush, and I kind of want to use it to like set around my nose, like with concealer, not concealer, pardon me, powder. Okay, starts that again. So I'm going to use this to use like contour on my nose, or maybe set my concealer underneath my eyes a little bit, or maybe above my brows, because sometimes I put too much powder there and it gets all in the hairs and I have dark hair. So you can see it looks gray. Kind of want to avoid that, so I will be using that for quite a few things, and I have a feeling that I will be making an e.l.f. purchase probably early next year. I have enough stuff for now, but after seeing all this stuff, like all these new brushes and stuff that they've been coming out with, like if these are not new and I hadn't known about these, where have I been? Because I love e.l.f. brushes and I use them all the time. So I got 4 of those. I also picked up this Tea Rose matte lip color, and this is obviously e.l.f. again. I can't remember who it was that was wearing it in one of their videos. I'm not really sure, but one of the makeup gurus on YouTube, and she was wearing Tea Rose and she said she loved it, and so I had to try it. And it looks so beautiful because it's like a mattified mauve color, like a rosy mauve color. That is so beautiful. So I had to get it. These last for a very long time, and I have to be careful because the last one I bought was like almost like a concealer color for your lips, and it did tend to break at the end, so I had to shove it back in and just use it as broken, and it got all messy. So I have to be very careful with this product that I don't just sort of break it and use it hard on my lips. I have to be very careful with these. So that's just an FYI, because they're so long and skinny and very creamy that they're so easy to break. So just be careful if you do get them that you're not applying too hard, because they'll just break in half. Another item that I picked up is one of the highlighters from the Wet n Wild collection with Fergie, and this one is called Center Stage, or this says Center Stage Collection. I'm not sure if that's the name. No, pardon me. It's the Center Stage Collection, and it is number A044 Rose Golden Goddess. So that is what it's called. I am going to open all these things because everything that I have here I have only maybe swatched in store. These ones didn't have anything open, so some of these swatches are brand new to me. But this is what the product looks like, and this is a swatch. Let's see. Can you see that? Might have to go over it again. Hopefully you can see that. It's right there anyway. When the light reflects it, you can totally see that. Yeah, so that'll be nice for when I have a more bronzy look and I want like a highlight of a little more bronze. I really like that. And I wasn't going to get it. It was one of my more last purchases. So that's probably why it's in the Target bag, because I go to Target last because I get the most food and stuff there. But yeah, I ended up picking this up because I have the other two, which I'll eventually show you. And I figured I'll just get them all because why not? The next place that I went to was Walmart, and that is where I picked up the other two Fergie highlighters, so I'll open those and swatch those for you guys now. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you is the one called Rose Champagne Glow, or Rosé Champagne Glow. It's more pink, so you're going to see a lot of pink in this reflect. And then I'll swatch it right beside that other one. Hopefully you can see that as well. It's just a very nice pink natural look. It's very nice on my skin, I think. I really like that. I definitely wanted a pink highlight because I don't own anything in a pink form right now. So I thought that was really sweet. And then the other one is the new one, which is called Hollywood Boulevard, which everyone and their mother is talking about right now. And it just looks like... it kind of reminds me of that leopardy printed Too Faced one that's coming out. So when you look at it, it's like, it's so yellow, and then there's so much pink and there's so much brown. But oh my gosh, and it is so creamy. Look at that color. It's just so gorgeous. I had to swatch that one in the store. Look at the reflect on that one. Like, if you're going to see one of them, you're going to see that one. I think there's a reason why this is like a fan favorite right now. So that is Center Stage Collection, and Hollywood Boulevard is the name of this one. So I got all three of those. And then I ended up picking up... now, you all know I love my Patrick Starr. He's so wonderful. Great makeup artist. And you guys need to check out his channel. I'll put his name here. He uses this all the time. And it is called Airspun Loose Face Powder. It looks like that. And I picked up the Naturally Neutral shade, which, you know what, at the point, like, I didn't even care which shade I got. I just needed to try it. The top part of this is kind of open a little bit, so yucky. I'm just going to pull the sticker right off. It looks to me like this, the top part of this one got like melted or something, because, yeah, that's messed up. It kind of smells like an old lady. Like, it smells like a little bit like old lady perfume. But that's okay, because I'm sure it won't smell like that all over your face. But anyways, I wanted to try this out, so I'm just going to take a quick swatch of this and see. It's just like basically translucent. It's right there anyways. I'm not sure if you can see that. You can see a little bit. I left a little bit of powder kind of sitting there. But it'll be really nice to set my under eye area. I'm really like excited to try this out because he swears by it and he always looks flawless, and he does makeup so nicely, and he's just a wonderful, genuine person. So I'm very excited to try this Airspun. It is making a mess all over my desk. Anyways, I'm so excited to try this out. I really hope that it performs the way that I see it on him. It comes with this totally nasty looking cotton pad. It's just, ugh. It doesn't look cute at all. It feels kind of like really weird and cheap. So I'm just going to leave that out of there, and I'm just going to, it doesn't screw on. You just kind of press it on. So just be forewarned, there's no screw top. It just kind of squishes on. So be very careful with the packaging if you do buy that. And I did get a backup of my lipstick from Wet n Wild in Bare It All. This is like one of my favorite lipsticks from Wet n Wild. And I will actually show you a swatch because I do have the lipstick already. So this is the lipstick here. It's like a brown nude color, and it's right there. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of Velvet Teddy and Kinda Sexy Had a Baby, and that's the one. So that's what it looks like. I love it. I wear it all the time. And I also picked up, not only for myself, but I picked one up for a friend too. It's the Wet n Wild Contouring Palette, and this one is in the shade Caramel Toffee. So that's what that looks like. And I picked this up because I wanted a highlight and contour powder for when I go traveling. I didn't want to have to bring all my makeup with me because I'm the type of person that I bring enough stuff already. I don't need to bring every single makeup item that I own. So I just wanted something that was compact, then I can bring my other little like face cases or whatever. So I'm just going to open this up here. I think there is another shade, but I wasn't 100% certain because I don't think they had it available at this Walmart that I was in Fargo. And this is not opening the way that I want it to right now. Why are you being like this? So I just opened it and it has just a tiny little clasp, and it's a very, very flat product. There's no mirror or anything bulky, and it's basically just these products. So I will just quickly swatch these and show you. I guess it would be like this. No? It would be like this. So there are the swatches. This is the, this one is the bronzer and this one is the highlight, obviously. And I'm just going to show you a little swatch on my hand. They're very, very light. So as you can see, the highlight is there and the bronzer is there. But I think that contour powder color will be perfect for her fair skin tone. She does tan very nicely in the summer, so I think this will work really good for her in both winter and summer, because like her cheekbones are amazing, and also this is gonna look really nice on her. I think in the summer she can just put it on however she wants, and in the winter she can just go light-handed. But this is beautiful, and I'm really happy that I picked that up, because as soon as I saw that, I thought it's sleek, it's Wet n Wild, which I love their makeup line already. And yeah, I thought these two shades were perfect for my skin shade, so hopefully they work really well for her too. So the next place that I went to is CVS, and I was so excited to get these. I have been looking for these things for years. I've never been able to get my hands on them, and finally I have the opportunity to get to try them. Totally spit there. I hope you guys didn't see that. Okay. Anyways, I finally get to try them. So they are the Milani Rose blushes, and I got all three shades. The first one here is Romantic Rose, and also Coral Cove, and Tea Rose, which is the exact same shade of that lipstick that I bought. Like, the name is the same. I'm not sure if it's like, it's not that close in color. Anyways, I'm going to open these up and swatch them for you too. So again, the first one is Romantic Rose, and okay, oh my gosh, they're so cute, you guys. Look how beautiful that is. Wow, that is so cute. Okay, so I'm just going to try to swatch that on my hand. It's a little powdery. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. Oh yeah, it's right there. So it's very like a natural flesh color. It's so beautiful. They're a little powdery, but that's totally fine by me. I'm very happy to have those in my collection. And technically they are more of a collector item for me. I love Milani products. And I'm so obsessed with like blushes and highlighters right now. You guys are totally going to see what I mean when I go through the rest of my haul. But anyways, the next one is Tea Rose. Before I get talking about 10 million other things. So this one is Tea Rose. It's a little bit lighter than Romantic Rose. And they just feel very soft in the packaging, and they are quite powdery, so they will probably adhere to foundation very well. So Tea Rose is just underneath Romantic Rose. As you can see, it's a little bit more pinky toned, so it'll give you a little bit more of a kind of lift and a kind of flirtiness to your cheek. They are very powdery though. And then I also have the Coral Cove, which is totally not doing it justice on the viewfinder. Like, this is so beautiful. This, I can't even find like a place where it's going to show you its true color. It is just stunning. Oh my gosh, I love it. Wow. So this is like super powdery of a swatch, and it's totally not doing it justice, but it's so beautiful. So those are all three of those. I'm so happy that I have these finally in my collection. Then I went to Sephora, and it's a tiny bag. There's only 2 items in here because I got most of my stuff at Ulta. The first item that I bought is a highlighter, and it's a Sephora one in Stardust. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the one that Manny MUA loves. He says that he really likes this highlighter, I believe. He said it was a Sephora highlighter, and this was the only one that I could find. So I'm assuming it's this one, and I'm hoping anyway because it's beautiful. It's swatched amazing. So this is what it looks like in the pan, just like a very white cream shade, almost like eggshell. And when you swatch it though, oh my gosh, like, can you guys see that? How beautiful and pigmented that is. Imagine that on your lid. Wow. And this is the swatch. There is no missing that highlighter at all. Like, it almost gives off like a golden pearlized hue. You probably can't really tell, like, this angle is not doing it justice, but it really does give it like when you look at it in the pan, there's almost like, sorry, I don't like the dust sitting there, but there's almost like little gold micro glitters that are in there that are just kind of changing it ever so lightly, but it's just so beautiful. I absolutely love this. And again, it is Sephora. This was $14 US, and I believe these are $18 Canadian. Had to get my hands on it. It's so pretty. I love it. I also picked up another highlighter from NARS, and this is in the shade Albatross, which I've been wanting for so long. Like, you have no idea how long I've been wanting this. The only NARS thing that I have is like a blush palette from the holiday collection, and although it's beautiful, there is no real highlighter in it. It's just like a blush topper with sparkle, and I'm not really into that. I already have enough stuff with sparkle in it, and I just was totally not into that. So I had to get this one. But this is what the packaging looks like. It's really cute and small, and again, I don't own anything like singly from NARS. It's kind of actually very resemblant to the Sephora ones, so I'm just gonna show you. Like, they look almost identical in shade. Can you guys see that? Like, that's pretty crazy. Anyways, I'm just gonna swatch this for you. Again, highly pigmented, like just a white cream shade. And when you swatch it right underneath the other one, it's just a little bit whiter actually. So Albatross is quite a bit whiter than the Star, whatever it's called, from Sephora. From Stardust and Sephora. So I'm actually digging the Stardust one from Sephora a little bit more, but I wanted something from NARS, not necessarily just from NARS, but I wanted something that was like a whiter, lighter highlighter, because I didn't get Whisper of Guilt. I do have the Mary Luminizer from The Balm, and I also have Moonstone from Becca. I have both of those, but kind of addicted to highlighters right now, so I wanted some more that were enough that I could wear it now, that it didn't look just like bronze, like a shimmery bronze on my cheeks. I wanted something bright and nice. So those will do just fine for me, I think. Unfortunately, you're not really seeing too much of a reflection. They're just kind of looking like powders to me right now, unfortunately, but that's okay. I think they're very pretty when I can actually see them in person. They're just gorgeous, and they won't be like big swatches like that anyway on the cheeks. They will be like really blended out, so it's not going to be like this. It's going to be very soft. I'll blend them out here. Can you see them now? You can see a little more reflection there now, but again, they're still very, very beautiful. So that was NARS Albatross, and then the Sephora Stardust highlighters. Okay, so now for the big guns. This is going to be a very long video, and I apologize. I will try to condense it down as best I possibly can. So when I went to Ulta, I had a very long list in mind of things that I needed, stuff that I really couldn't get my hands on here. And I mean, Ulta has so many items. They carry so many things that, I mean, we can get some stuff here, but the price is outrageous there. Plus, I had 20% off coupon for Ulta. I also have my points deduction, so I get money back on items that, because I've spent stuff in past, so then you get points towards your next purchases depending on how many points you have. For those of you who live in the States, you all know what this is about. For those of you in Canada who have never been to an Ulta, you need to get to an Ulta. It's awesome. They have not only high-end, but they also have drugstore, and they have a whole selection of stuff for hair and everything like that, plus a salon. So, oh, and perfumes. But I'm going to show you 2 purchases that I made right now, and these are items that I got on a really good deal and that I really, really wanted to get my hands on. The first one is my flat iron from Chi. It is in sparkling rose, and look at the price on that. So cheap. Like, plus I saved 20% on this item. So this was less than $50 for this item. That is ridiculously amazing. Plus it comes with a tote, which I really don't need, but whatever, that's fine. Like, I'm not too concerned about the color. It is very pretty, but I'm not really concerned about what it looks like. I just need it to be functionable, because I'm just straightening my hair with it and then keeping it in the bathroom. I'm not like taking it out into my purse and showing people my flat iron. So to me, I'm not really too concerned about what the color is on it, especially when the price is that cheap. So that is my flat iron from Chi. Okay, I'm just gonna get some water, sorry about that. It is just so hot in here. Okay, so now I also have one other item, which is my Chi hair dryer or blow dryer. And I have been wanting a Chi blow dryer for many years, but in Canada they're about $220, and that's a good price for a blow dryer in Canada from Chi. And then I go to Ulta, and they had these for $149, and then they had them on for $99, and then with a 20% off coupon it was $79. So I got this bad boy for about $79. So I'm very, very happy about that. This was one of my best purchases, this and the flat iron, because I got them for such a ridiculously good deal, and it's very beautiful. I'm very happy to have this. I can't wait to use it, and I love it. I love it. If you guys have a Chi blow dryer, let me know what you think, because I have heard like different ends of the reviews, so I just want to know what you guys have as an experience with this item. But anyways, I love it. It's so beautiful. Alrighty, so now on to the large bag of items. I'm like, I don't even know where to start with this bag. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is one of my very favorite purchases. Actually, I shouldn't say that. They're all my favorite purchases. But this one item I actually did this entire look with today. I have a few extra additional items on my face, but majority of my face is this item. And this is the Laura Geller. It's like a selection pack, and it is called the Sweetest Thing 6-piece collection in pinks and purples, and it's just beautiful. It has so many cute little items in it. Everything that I use on my face felt amazing. This lip gloss, you guys, it's not sticky at all. It's so wonderful. It feels very nice on the lips. It kind of stank a little bit weird at first, but that's okay. Oh, what is my hair doing? What is my hair doing? Anyways, okay, so it kind of smelled a little funny at first, but it's totally fine once it's on your lips. It doesn't smell like that at all. It comes with 6 items. So it comes with a brush, it comes with a blush and a foundation powder and a lip gloss, and it also comes with a highlight and a duo eyeshadow. I do show you guys like swatches and stuff in the look that I did today, so I do have a video up on that, so go check that out. I'm in love with Laura Geller, and I do think that I will be repurchasing this product in future. Like, I'm obsessed. I love the highlighter, I love the blush, I love the lip gloss, I love the eyeshadows, although the eyeshadows were a little too subtle, so I did add a little bit extra, but what's underneath the extra is just stunning. I loved it. And the foundation powder I was highly impressed with. The medium shade matched my skin tone like pretty damn near perfectly, so I was really happy about that. The only downfall is that the brush seems like the bristles are very thick, almost like thick goat hair, and it looks like it's machine made, and it feels very like hard and stipply. And then the other side of the brush is a sponge, which after a couple uses it's basically full of bacteria, so what's the point in having that? So I'm not super impressed with the brush, but the rest of the product is amazing. I love it, and I would totally repurchase it. So this would have retailed at $148 if you bought all these items individually, but it came down to $42 for the set, and then I got an additional $14 off of this because of everything else that I bought at Ulta the day previous. So I got this for a ridiculous deal, and I love it, and I'm so happy that I grabbed it. So the next two little items that I got are some lashes because I always need new lashes. The first ones that I got are 113s. Because I just thought those were really beautiful, and they kind of reminded me of the demis as well, which I did pick up. These are the demis. They're a little shorter and a little more collected. So there's like, this one's, the hairs are close together, but they're more like finely close together, where these ones are like chunks of hairs in sections. So they're close, but they're not quite the same, and these are longer. So more dramatic. So I just picked up those. I thought they were really cute, and I really needed some more lashes. And I also picked up the NYX HD Photo Ready or Photogenic or whatever concealer. This is really great concealer. This is in the shade CW02, and it's really, really light. And I did compare it to my NW20 from MAC. So this would be more like an NW15. It's quite light. And I did use it today on my under eye area, and I really liked it. The only thing is it's so bright that when I did my line up to here, because I did that whole check mark thing, you could totally see it in like photo. When I took a photo of myself with a flash, you could totally see a line there. So I just have to like blend that out a little bit better. But I absolutely love this. The way that this feels when it goes on, it was just smooth, and it almost felt like it was mattified right away. So it feels like it's liquefied, but it also feels like it's mattifying at the same time. So there's the shade there, and it like sets pretty close like to when you apply it. So then you just put something else over top of it. But to me, it's almost mattifying. It's not quite, but it's not creamy and sticky like my Pro Longwear concealer is. I find that being that my skin is kind of sensitive, but I do have oily skin, I loved the Pro Longwear concealer for under my eyes because I felt like it just enhanced and brightened underneath there, but it collected in my fine lines, and it felt tacky until I set it, and I almost had to set it with so much product because I wasn't putting too much. It just felt too sticky to me. Just in my head, I felt like it was too sticky. So I would apply product there, but when I put this on, I felt like I barely needed anything under my eye to set it, and it feels great, and I love the way that it looks. So I'm highly impressed with this, and I would totally reinvest. And I think I'm gonna get some more shades, not right away. I'm gonna play with it a little more just because this is the first day I've tried it, but this would be great for my kit. I'm really excited about this product, and I do think that I will be making more purchases of this in the future. And I also picked up two highlighters from L'Oreal. These are the new L'Oreal Lumis that are out. I picked up the Ice one, which is like more blue. And then I also picked up the Rose shade, which is like the medium one. And I think this is going to be the more popular one. But I picked up the Ice one because I thought that it was nicely blue toned and that it would just give me a really good look. So the first one is Ice, and I'm just going to swatch that. It says that it is a powder glow illuminator, blush, and highlight. So I think these top two are the highlights and the side two are the blushes. I'm not even sure, to be honest. It does come with a little area where you can get a brush out of, but oh gosh, that's so beautiful. I don't even know where to put these anymore because I have like no room left. So I'll try the back here. I'm just gonna swatch these two. So on this side right here is like the whiter shade, and then on, let's see here. Yeah, this side right here is the white cream shade, and this side right here is the purple shade, which it actually doesn't look very purple at all. Kind of gives off a tiny lilac bit of glow, but nothing crazy. And then if I swatch all of these together, that's what it looks like. And so that is the highlight right there. It's very silvery white. So if you're very fair, this would be perfect for you. It would also be really nice as like a brow highlight or an inner corner highlight or all over the lid shade if you're looking for something for that, as long as it's safe. So just keep in mind it might not be safe for your eyes, so just look into that first. The next one is the Rose one. And again, it has like the highlighty areas, and actually maybe these two sections are supposed to be the blushes, but I'm just going to be using these as highlighters anyways. So I will swatch again these two big shades, and then I'll just swirl them all together. Okay, so this shade here is like the lightest shade in the pack. This one is like the creamy champagne shade, and this is every single color swirled together. So there's not crazy difference. I mean, there is a little bit of a difference, but I'm really thinking that this is going to be a fan favorite, and I think this is going to sell out really quickly. So if you can get your hands on it right away, it's just beautiful, and I do think that a lot of people will gravitate toward that. So try to get your hands on these. These are wonderful, and they feel buttery and smooth and creamy, and they just give a lot of impact, but they do have a bit of shimmer to them. So if you just want a subtle glow, these are not for you. These are more for the person that wants that little hint of glitter, like check me out, here's my glow on my face. So if that's not you, don't get those. But if you love it, if you want a little more impact, totally get them. The next thing that I picked up are some lip liners, and I am obsessed. You guys probably know I'm obsessed with lip liners. I just want a ton of them in my collection because I use them basically every time I do lipstick, and I picked up 4 of them. The first one I got is Bloom, which is the shade here. I already have this and love it, and that's why I had to get it back up. And I also got Natural, which again I believe I have, but I use this one, these 2 colors the most, and that's why I wanted to get backups of them because they're almost gone. And I also picked up Nude Beige, which looks beautiful, which would look like it would be really nice with Creme de Nude, so I'm going to try those together. And then this one is Mauve, or Mauve, however you guys want to say that, and I just think it's a really pretty shade. Looks very neutral. So I just got 4 of those, and then I ended up getting a couple more highlighters. I went a little highlighter crazy this time, but I wanted stuff to try because I don't really have a whole lot of highlighters in my collection, and I've been on a highlighter kick, so I thought I would get some. These are both from NYX. They are the illuminators from NYX, which I have not tried, and I've swatched them in stores multiple times. When Target closed here in Canada, I tried so hard to get my hands on these, but everyone like opened them and touched them. It's like, if you see one open, touch the one that's open. Don't open another one. I don't understand that, but anyways, this is what they look like in the packaging. Just really nice black sleek packaging, very flat. It's not like it's taking up a whole lot of space, and you basically get a little mirror inside, which is right here, and then the product. So this is the pink one, and it's called Enigmatic, and it's so pretty. So that is the shade right there, and I swatched it. I'm not sure if you can even see that, but I swatched it right there. Oh yeah, the light hits it so pretty. It's just very subtle, but it gives a lot of impact. So I'm thinking like maybe that's the wrong spot to show you. I should show you on my other hand, but yeah. Anyways, I'm sure you guys have seen these a million times, and if you can't really see the swatches, just check on Google. I'm sure you'll find tons of pictures of these things. So that one is Enigmatic, and then I also picked up Ritualistic, which is like the whiter version, which I have a feeling will be like some of the other highlighters that I picked up, but again, they're so different. Like, oh yeah, this one's really, really light, which I think is exactly what I was looking for. So I'm just going to swatch this one for you. Oh my god, these are so buttery. So it's on this finger here, and I'll try and swatch that at the side. So that is in Ritualistic. Yeah, this one is Ritualistic right there. So that is exactly a shade that I was looking for. The first one that I picked up of NYX, I actually opened these when I was at the hotel in Fargo. My friend was like, oh, you have to check all your products to make sure that they're okay. And when I opened this one up, it was shattered and just broken inside. So I got an exchange, which thank God they had one. So yeah, I finally got one that wasn't broken, but they were so good about exchanging it for me. They didn't give me any hassle. It was just a straight exchange. It was wonderful. The people at Ulta were so good to me. I really enjoy my experiences there all the time. Sure, you guys can see my little stash growing in the side there. So the next highlighter that I got was an Ulta version of highlighter, and again, it's that light shade, but this one looks a little more golden creamy, and it's in the shade Yellow Diamond. I was going to pick up also the pink version, but I decided to just go with one because I have been getting a lot of highlighters and I didn't want to go crazy I just wanted to get the stuff that I thought I would need. So this is the shade here. This one is not as creamy as the NYX one, but still creamy. It applies really nicely, and I put it right beside. So those are the two shades together, and as you can see, they actually highlight, like that one on the top, that's the Ulta one, it's highlighting more champagne-y gold, and the other one is more white. But then when I flick my arm this way, the NYX one looks more champagne-y gold and the Ulta one looks white. So they are like practically the same shade, but both very, very inexpensive, so I'm totally great with having those, and I will definitely go through those. So I also picked up a Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. I do have one, but mine is just about done, and so I wanted to pick one up that would last me a long time. This is the full size, and I have had this for I don't know how long. I've used this for so long and I loved it, and I just needed to get it back up. So that's basically that. I'm sure all of you are totally aware of the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. It just basically sets your makeup for you. So if you're looking for something that does that, I definitely recommend this. I also picked up the Urban Decay blush, and this one is in the shade Bittersweet, which is the purple shade. And I don't have a blush like this, and that was the one reason why I picked that up, is because I don't own anything this color. This is what the packaging looks like. Again, I'm sure you guys are totally familiar with this. It's not very large. Like if you look at my hand, it's not a very large compact. This compact has 6.8 grams or 0.23 ounces of product in it. It also has the Urban Decay, the logo that they use, with some mesh behind it, so you can see there's the mesh there. And then that is the shade, of course, which I'm sure you guys have all seen. These are pretty much all over the internet, so this is probably nothing new for you, but I wanted to share because I'm excited about my product. So this is the swatch, which is gorgeous. It is probably going to seem a little bold for some, but it doesn't go on as crazy if you're light-handed, and it blends out really nicely. So I'll just swatch that there for you. So that is the blush in Bittersweet from Urban Decay. I also picked up this highlighter from Becca in Opal, which I don't have yet, obviously. I picked this up because I love Moonstone so much, and I wanted something for when I have a more tan skin. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but my skin is quite a couple shades darker than it usually is in winter. So because I'm starting to tan, not purposefully, I'm not like going out and lying in the sun, but because I am getting more sun-kissed, I wanted a highlighter that was a little deeper. So I did pick up the Becca Opal highlighter, and again, it just has the little insert that says Becca on it and the little mirror. And this is the shade, which of course everybody knows this shade, right? I mean, I'm like the last person on earth to be getting my hands on Opal, but I was trying to be a patient girl and, you know, wait until I could get it. So right beside that blush is the Opal highlighter, and as you can see, it is substantially darker than the other highlighters that I have showed you, so it's quite a bit different. But I still wanted to get an array and a selection of highlighters because I'm definitely not going to be needing to buy highlighters in the next little while. I have so many that will probably last me a lifetime. But I also want to have some too because I do other people's makeup, and it's nice to have a selection for different skin tones. But it's also nice to have for myself because my skin changes so much throughout the year because of summer and winter and all that stuff. I do need makeup to match my skin tone all throughout the year. So this is the item that I kind of went for in the highlighter form. This is the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Gilded Honey. Yeah, Gilded Honey. So that's the front of the box. And this is the one on the top where it says Gilded Honey. I was considering also getting Ballerina, but I decided to just try one first before I just jumped into all of it because I already had a lot of products and I wanted to wait and see for next time I go. It still gives me something else to shoot for if I do like using this highlighter. This is a little compact here. It's so itty bitty small, but again, probably won't go through all of these in my lifetime, so I wanted to make sure that I, you know, invested, but I was shocked at how tiny it was. So this is 0.16 ounces or 4.5 grams, so even smaller than the Urban Decay blush. But the product in here looks amazing. Like, it looks absolutely stunning. It's made in Italy, which makes me feel fancy already. Hello to anyone from Italy who's watching. And this is good for 18 months when open, so that's good to know. So I'm basically just going to follow along with the grooves. And that is the swatch. My finger looks like it's made of gold. It's beautiful. And I'll put it right beside Opal so you guys can see the difference. So that one on the bottom is Gilded Honey, and the one closest to the blush is Opal. So it definitely reflects the light quite a bit more than Opal does, and it's quite a bit more golden. So it's a little lighter. So I'm very happy that they're not identical. I was a little worried that they would be the same shade, so I'm happy that they're different. So to all my cruelty-free makeup lovers out there, I got an IT Cosmetics blush, and this is in the shade Coral Flush. Hopefully you can see that. So it's an ombre blush. It says CC Plus Radiance Ombre Blush, color correcting and anti-aging blushing veil with hydrolyzed collagen, peptides, and drops of light technology. There is 10.8 grams and 0.38 ounces in this product. So yeah, and then on the back it says cruelty free right there. So this is the compact that it comes in. It's very glary. You guys can see my lights here, which look like a lot, but they're sometimes not as bright as I need them. Hello. Yeah, so cool. It comes with a little mirror in there, and then it also has just the blush, which is absolutely stunning. Like, it's so beautiful, and I'm telling you right now, this is such a pigmented blush. So I will show you the pink area, or like the peach area, and then I'll show you the pink one, and then I'll do them swirled together. So this finger here is the peachy part, and this one here is like the pinky part, and then I'm going to swirl them together, and it's the first finger here. So it just, like, it's so beautiful having those shades where I can choose like one of three basically shades. Where can I put those? Oh my gosh, like the pigmentation of this is ridiculous. Look at that, it's so gorgeous. So that is the blushing, what is that called again? CC Plus Radiance Ombre Blush, and that is from IT Cosmetics. It's so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, like probably my most exciting purchase, because I've never tried anything from IT Cosmetics. I can't get it where I'm from, so when I go to Fargo, I have to pick it up. I was so impressed with that. So exciting. Now the whole reason for me going down to the States is to pick up this bad boy right here. I'm sure all of you have seen this. I'm sure all of you already have it, have ordered it a long time ago. But unfortunately, being in Canada, we can't get Lorac here. And I keep telling them, please bring Lorac back to Canada, because I love Lorac so much. I'm a big supporter. I have a ton of Lorac products, and I try not to use the products, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't want to run out of it, because it's not readily available for me to pick a backup up, and I don't have tons of money to pick up backups of stuff when there's these many selections to choose from. I want one of everything. So when Lorac stuff comes out with, or I guess when Lorac comes out with a new product, I want it, I need it in my life. I just get to the point where I get jittery, I can't get my hands on it. So I had to make a trip special to the States for this bad boy. So as you all know, it does come with a brush. And the brush was a little bit kinked when I got it because of the way it was sitting in the packaging. Oh, but this is coming right out of the packaging today. I usually don't use my new makeup products for like at least a week, because I try and go through other stuff first, so I don't get to use my new stuff right away. But oh my gosh, this brush is so beautiful. As you can see, it is very densely packed. It's a nice angle, so it's like kind of tapered in, but it's still thick enough. You can do your contouring, you can blend it up and down, or you can go this way if you want like an even thicker, more angled, chiseled one, where you can kind of angle the brush sideways against your cheekbone. Oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed. I cannot wait to try this out. I love it. I'm so happy. Like, I haven't even tried it and I'm in love already. So I am so in love with the Lorac. Please bring it back to Canada, please. I'm so sorry my hair is not cooperating. It does come with a little pamphlet, and inside the pamphlet it has a step-by-step guide for highlighting and contouring. So it'll show you 4 face shapes. So this will basically help pretty much anybody. I mean, you can also change these up a little bit if your face shape isn't on here. And then there's also how to do your under eyes. You can see that. So there's under eyes. There's also the cheekbones, so it shows you how to do the cheekbones. I'm not sure I'm in frame. The nose. And the last page has the forehead and the jawline. So this has basically how to do your entire face, which is super helpful because I'm not gonna lie, like all these trends come out, and for people who aren't makeup artists, for people who haven't been to school, it's hard for them to understand. I mean, when I try to explain it to people, sometimes they're just like, what, why, what? But they love the effect. They love the effect that it gives, and they're always like, teach me, I want to try this. And they look amazing with it. So something like this is going to totally help people who want to learn how to contour. I just love that they come out with that. And then this is the Bad Boy little palette. It's perfect. I love everything about it. It's the sleek, slim packaging. It doesn't have a whole lot of product in here. It says that the beige and yellow highlights are 2.22 ounces, 6.2 grams. Same with the light and deep contour shades. But the shimmer highlight has 0.13 ounces, 3.7 grams. And the medium contour shade, which is the bigger contour shade in the palette, has 0.165 ounces and 4.7 grams. I know that was a lot of like numbers and stuff right there, but if you get it, you'll see, or if you check it out in your local Ulta or whatever. So it does come with the typical Lorac flimsy, what do you call that, page? I don't even know. It has a beautiful mirror, very, very nice. And oh my gosh, you guys, I love this already. Like, I think that deep tone would be perfect for bronzing my face if I want to just look mattified. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. But the light and the medium shades, perfect for my skin tone. Like, I'm so excited. I can't wait to use these. And this shimmer highlight, I need to check this out right now. So that's a little swatch. And if I put this on the back of my hand, it does show shimmery. And it is very light. It's this one right here. So it does show shimmery, but it doesn't reflect that much. So it's very like non-bam, like it's not in your face, but it's very pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I don't even know like what to say here, but I'm very impressed with the look of this. I love Lorac products to begin with, so I have a feeling it's going to be amazing. I think that if I'm not mistaken, just by looking at that and touching the shimmer highlight alone, I have a feeling it's going to be very similar to the Kat Von D, where it's a little powdery and you don't need a lot. I think that Lorac stuff is usually very pigmented, so I have a feeling that I'm not going to need a lot of product. So this may last quite a while, which is great. Oh my god, I can't believe I have my hands on this. I am so excited about this. I love it. I love Lorac so much. Like, I can't even say enough about how much I love the brand. I think they're amazing. I love the products. I always want everything about them. So yeah, I'm very glad that I have my hands on this now. So that is everything. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I know this was an extremely lengthy video, but I had a blast shopping for this stuff, and I had an even bigger blast being able to share it with you. I hope you enjoyed everything. If there's something you want to see, just let me know. I'd be happy to show you that. And yeah, again, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe, especially like if you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye!